I want to go back out there.
She has, Maury, and I don't expect anything less than another stellar performance from her. Obviously, a little concerning knowing that this is going to be their 7th, 8th time
through the
seeing her.
lineup, but they didn't solve her in the second
They
game.
did not.
So they didn't really solve her in the first game. There was 2 unearned runs.
Yeah.
So Trista Miller hasn't given up an unearned run through 13 innings against this highly ranked team. So for that said, let's see how Coach Kendall Driver filled out her lineup card as follows. Leading off will be Megan Lee. Batting second, Madeline Strader. Batting third, Bailey Brandon. Batting fourth, Marley Nicest. Batting fifth, Bella Ruff. Batting sixth, Lauren Tetrault. Batting seventh, Chrisma Edmondson. Batting eighth, Taylor Porter. Batting ninth, Caitlin Beckerly. And inside the circle, S.J. Guerin, your flex player. And I believe they are home team. Panthers, your Medina Valley Panthers are the visiting team. And Coach Bentello filled out her lineup card as follows. Madison Guerrero will lead off and play third. Gabby Cancino will bat second and play second base. Katie Burris moves up to the number 3 spot, will be playing shortstop. Number 4 will be 4-hole Madison Sotelo playing left field. Hayden Renslow back behind the plate once again, will bat in the 5th spot. In the 6th spot inside the circle again, Trista Miller. In the 7th spot playing right field, Aubrey Dominguez. In the 8th spot playing first base, Mackenzie Kennedy. The designated player, Aliana Salazar. And in center field, your flex player, Eliana Gonzalez. And keys to the game, we know it already. You've got to score some runs against this young lady, Guerin, that you did not score on the first game.
Yeah, and then, defensively, I think Trista's probably, I probably shouldn't doubt her, but in any event, I think she's really going to have to rely on her defense this game. Get some balls hit to the left side of the infield, get some balls hit anywhere, and get those outs. And then offensively, you're going to have to scratch some runs across. We've only got 1 run in the past 2 games. It's going to take a little more than that for this game 3.
So with that said, we have done played the national anthem for game 2 when we started this day here at Somerset. A beautiful evening for a deciding game 3 here at Somerset. And we are ready for the first pitch of the ball game as they went over the ground rules already. So leading off for the Panthers will be Madison Guerrero, Cancino, and Burris. Top 3 in the lineup for the Panthers. Sotelo, Renslow, Miller, middle 3. Bottom 3, Dominguez, Kennedy, and Salazar. Tetrault at first, Ruff at second, Edmondson at third, Stradler at short, and that ball is fouled down the first base line. Lee in left, Brandon in center, and Beckerly in right. Guerrero fouls off the first pitch down the first base line.
I like the fact that she's already going
aggressive.
Already going oppo. She's not going to – if you're going to pitch that ball on the outside, well, Madison's just going to take it to right field.
And that's where Guerin wore the Panthers out in game 1. Guerrero waits the 0-1 pitch. And you got to feel out this ump. It's a new ump behind the plate. You got to feel out his strike zone here. See what he's going to give and what he's not going to give.
Looks like we lost the ump that had the cramp. I don't see him out there.
He came back and toughed it out to finish the game. 1. Ground ball. Ruff over to first to Tetrault for the out. 4-3 if you're scoring at home for the first out. That's going to bring up the second baseman, Gabby Cancino. Been a long time, David, since I've seen Panther fans this enthused.
Yeah.
The buzz is just unbelievable.
Feels good, Maury.
Yes, it does. First pitch to Gabby. Strike called. No balls and 1 strike.
You know what I'm really like, we're a young team, and letting these girls get this experience as freshmen and sophomores, it's only going to pay dividends in a couple of years.
Bright future ahead. You're going to have to replace some players, though, too. The 0-1, Gabby bunts it down the first base line, but foul. 2 big replacements you're going to have to replace. Miller and Burris.
Well, let's just get through
Is
this
Gabby
game.
a senior? Cancino a senior?
No, she's a junior.
Just so there's just 2 seniors?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
And then one of the Salazar sisters. is
Oh,
a senior.
okay. Cancino down in the count, 0-2. Guerin delivers, and it's a swing and a miss. Maybe chased one out of the zone a little high for out number 2.
Leander fans are bringing some energy right off the bat.
They did not have any in game 2.
No, and I think the fans realize that. So
Yeah, it's a new situation for them. Katie Burris now steps up to the plate. Burris with the bomb in the 4th inning gave the Panthers his first lead of the series, and Trista Miller made it hold up. Ground ball to Edmondson at 3rd, foul ball. Chrisma charging in, got it on the 2nd bounce, but it was in foul ball territory. So no balls and 1 strike to Katie Burris. Guerin with the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Got that one up a little bit in the zone. Burris now down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes.
We're probably going to see that floating knuckle curve, whatever that pitch was in game 1. It was moved a lot.
The 0-2 pitch. Low, and the Leander fans already on the umpire, and it's not even through 1 inning yet.
Well, I think for the first time they realize they want to extend this season. They got to get their act together.
The 1-2 pitch, foul back. They have not been in this situation before.
No, this is all new to them. Of course, for the Panthers, we've been in this situation.
Oh, yes.
Very interesting ride through district and
tough district. 4-way tie for first
Yeah.
place.
But that's all behind us. We got our seed, and we're
The 1-2 pitch that bounces in, evens the count at 2-2. Deuces wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Panthers bat in this deciding game 3 in the top of the 1st. Katie awaits the pitch from Guerin. It's on its way. Foul back. Good at bat so far. Quality at bat so far for Katie Burris.
good job of fouling that pitch off. That was not something that she was going to be able to drive, but
you don't want to put your faith in the umpire, so you foul it off and keep your at-bat going. Guerin gets the sign from the dugout, checks the wristband. The 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. Full count.
she got her to chase early. She tried to see if she could get her to
She
chase
laid off
again.
for that one, absolutely. Payoff pitch coming. Madison says Tello on deck. Should Burris keep inning 1 going? And here's the payoff pitch. Strike called. Looked like it might have been in tight on the knees, and that's what Katie thought. But nevertheless, a strikeout is registered for the Panthers. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Leander coming to the plate. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther softball. We head to the bottom of the first. Leander will send to the plate. Lee, Strader, and Brandon, top three. Middle three, Nicest, Ruff, Tetrault. Bottom three, Edmondson, Porter, and Beckerly. So we have a new umpire just showed up down the first base line. Or no, actually it might be the gentleman behind the plate. I'm not sure.
No, that's a new one, Maury.
The one at first?
One at first.
Yes,
yeah.
okay. So Miller back in the circle for your Panthers. First pitch is high, ball one. 1 ball and no strikes. It's Trista's series to win here.
I'll be interested to find out if he came up from Jordanton from that Bernie game.
Well, if he's from the San Antonio chapter, it would be on his way home. The 1-0 pitch is a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, slapped foul.
There's that changeup again. She's got such a big change in velocity between her fastball and her changeup, and they look the same coming out of her arm.
Yeah, there's no arm difference. The motion is identical, and that's what makes a good pitcher a great pitcher. The 1-2 pitch. That ball is lifted into center field. Gonzalez in and makes the play. Fly out to the center fielder for the first out of the ball game.
Sounds like the Panther fans are equally as excited.
We were just talking before the game about the noisemakers, and there's both teams have a few noisemakers out there, and thought they might have eliminated that before, but nevertheless. And it's even on both sides, so no problem.
New rules.
New rules. Get to take off the mask and look out what happens. First pitch now to the second batter, Strader. The shortstop takes it for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch.
Good pitch. Right on the outside corner. Excellent job by Trista.
Tried to bunt, pulled it back, and take it for a strike. Down in the count now evens at 1-1. Kennedy is at first, Cancino second, Burris short, Guerrero third. Sotelo, Gonzalez, and Dominguez round out the outfield.
What do you know? Trista's ahead of the count.
1 ball and 2 strikes now. Strader, a left-handed batter. Plays with the glove on the right hand as she's the shortstop. Bailey Brandon moves from the second spot to the number 3 spot for game 3. The 1-2 pitch, and that ball is fouled down the third base line. Count stays at 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Trista's switching out balls. I think even the umpires are going to be pretty, whatever she wants, they're going to.
Yeah. Either pitcher.
She's earned it.
Knowing that is a ball. Evens a count at 2-2. Good location.
Yeah, 2 strikes. You're ahead of the count. See if she chases. Center fielder, left fielder are really shading her to the left side.
The 2-2 pitch, fouled back. Yeah, they're favoring the slap hitter here. Big gap in right center. Should Strader pull one over to second base. Counts even, 2-2. Miller delivers. Chopper to Guerrero, off Guerrero's glove. And that's one that Madison will probably tell you she should have had. Going to score that at E5. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Bailey Brandon. Strader, you saw the good speed.
Yeah.
David, you've got to pay attention to her at first base.
Yeah, if you're not going to field it clean, eat it.
And I think Madison knew that. That's why she was charging in, tried to get it on that. Sorry about that little delay in action as we lost the internet feed. Replay the first batter, Sotelo, battled to a 2-2 count, but then eventually struck out. Batting second in the inning was Hayden Renslow. Hayden on a full count pitch just grounded it back to the pitcher for the second out of the inning. That scored 1-3 for out number 2. That will bring to the plate the pitcher, Trista Miller, as Miller stands in with 2 outs here in a scoreless top of the second. First pitch to Trista is a strike called, no balls and 1 strike. Guerin gets the sign from the dugout, checks the pitch on the wristband, and the 0-1 pitch. In tight, but a strike called right at the knees of Trista Miller. Trista now down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Aubrey Dominguez waits on deck, but Miller needs to reach base. That ball is fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes once again. Right off the foul pole.
Everybody online, we are lower the video rate. That was on our end. It's not y'all's computers. We're hopefully not going to buffer from here on out.
So Guerin with the 0-2 pitch. That ball is lifted in the center field. Brandon in for it and makes the catch on the run in. So F8 for out number 3. The Panthers go down in order. No runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We go to the bottom of the second scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
Welcome back to Panther Softball. We head to the bottom of the second. The Lions will send to the plate 5, 6, 7. Ruff, Tetrault, and Edmondson. Miller back out there in the circle for your Medina Valley Panthers.
Leading off here in the second inning for Leander is number 2, Bella Rupp.
Ruff was on a couple of times in game 2, but they could not get her across the plate to score.
Good pitch.
Takes the first pitch for a strike, no balls and 1 strike.
Well, here we are, Maury. Bottom of second, 0-0. Who would have thunk? These two teams, that's just the way this whole series has been going. Runs are at a premium. Excellent pitching on both sides.
Absolutely. The 0-1 pitch. Foul back. Ruff down in the count now. No balls and 2 strikes. Couple of practice swings. Miller toes the rubber. Ruff back in the box, awaits the 0-2 pitch, and it's on its way. That ball is popped out of play down the first base side.
Good location by Trista, going down and away. The only thing the batter could have done was foul that thing off. Surprising, but she still got her stuff.
It doesn't look like any fatigue so far.
Yeah.
He's running on pure adrenaline out there. The 0-2 pitch, grounded foul down the third base line.
Great job again, coming inside, mixing her pitches up. She's really going to have to rely on location. I can't imagine she's going to be able to juice anything by anybody after all this, but she's crafty.
But that's not her forte.
No.
The 0-2 pitch once again, foul back. That's 4 0-2 pitches that Ruff is fouled back. See which one blinks first, Miller or Ruff. The 0-2 pitch. Lifted in the center field. Gonzalez in, charging hard. Does she
Yes!
get it?
She
What a
got
catch.
it! Excellent grab!
Down on her knees, sliding, and makes the catch. That robs Ruff of a base hit. And Gonzalez has just made a remarkable play out there in center field.
You know, it's going to take our defense tonight for this game 3, and they are coming through for Trista. Excellent grab, dead run, full extension, got it right on the edge of her glove.
And she had to be going at the crack of the bat because that was in shallow center field. Tetrault, the first baseman, now steps to the plate. That ball is fouled straight back, no ball, 1 strike. What a play out there by Gonzalez. Put a blue star on that one. The 0-1 pitch. Ground ball. Kennedy lets it go. Cancino scoops it, and a flip over to Kennedy for out number 2.
Good job of communicating. Good job of talking.
Absolutely. 4-3 for the putout. It's going to bring up the third baseman, Chrisma Edmondson.
Center fielder, freshman, first baseman, freshman. They're growing up.
Not freshman no more this time part of the season.
Not with as many.
Maybe in before district play, but they've grown up since. Edmondson, the first pitch is in tight. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. Miller delivers the 1-0 pitch. Bunted right back at Miller. Miller with a throw over to first for the out. Quick inning for Trista Miller. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, nobody left on base. We go to the third scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. Bottom three in the order, 7, 8, and 9, Dominguez, Kennedy, and Salazar. Panthers looking for their first base runner of Game 3 here. Scoreless through 2. Guerin back in there. S.J. Guerin back in the circle for the Leander Lions. First pitch is a ground ball. Second baseman in charge, and just
Nice
in
play.
time, good play. Dominguez trying to hustle it out but could not get there. As Ruff did a good job of charging that ball. Knew she had to hurry it up a little bit and makes the play 4-3 for the putout.
Yeah, she had to go get that hop. Had she sat back, no way.
No, she couldn't have waited for the second bounce. She had to get that in between Hopper. Mackenzie Kennedy now, your first baseman, steps up to the plate. Mackenzie had one at bat in Game 2 and walked. So no official at bats in Game 2. First pitch is down low, 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Any way we can get on base, we'll take it. McKenzie ahead in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. Guerin delivers. That pitch is low, 3 balls and no strikes.
All right, Maury, I believe she's taken
Should
here.
be taken all the way. And the 3-0 pitch is outside, ball 4. A 4-pitch walk with 1 out, and Kennedy is the first base runner for the Panthers. That's going to bring up Aliana Salazar. And Edmondson in halfway already at third.
They know what's coming, but
You got to stop it.
you still got to execute.
Squares around the bunt, pulls it back, takes it for a ball. Ball 1. 5 straight pitches off the plate by S.J. Guerin. Aliana stands back in. Awaits the 1-0 pitch. Ball high, 2 balls and no strikes.
Wow.
So 6 straight balls after the ground ball out to start the inning. The 2-0 pitch is a strike called. You've got to take that pitch. You hadn't found the plate in the previous 6.
Make her put one across the plate now. You're still ahead in the count. Wouldn't be surprised to see the bunt back on here.
Me neither. So Aliana back in. Guerin checks the wristband for the pitch. And a 2-1 pitch, grounded back behind the catcher, foul ball, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Panthers bat here in a scoreless top of the third. Kennedy is your runner at first. The 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Backdoor Kennedy, nope, back in. But a strikeout on Salazar for out number 2 as we step back to the top of the order. Madison Guerrero steps in. Guerrero is 0 for 1. She grounded out to the second baseman to start the ball game for the Panthers. Kennedy is still your runner at first, but with 2 outs. Guerrero with a shot down the line. What a play in right field. Wow. Beckerly cuts that off. If she don't cut that off, that is in the corner, and Mackenzie Kennedy scores from first base. We have seen some defensive plays here tonight by both teams. That was a run saver right there.
Sir. Yeah,
Guerrero went opposite, and she was right on the spot. Wow. Great play out there in right field by Beckerly. That robbed Guerrero of extra bases and an RBI.
Yeah, great hit by Madison. She's just going right field at this point. She's figured out that if that's where the pitch is going, that's where she's going.
So Gabby Cancino steps in, and she tries to go oppo with that one, but too far down the first base line as it goes right off the dugout. Gabby was a strikeout victim in the first inning. Bats now with the go-ahead run at second base in Mackenzie Kennedy. Guerin, the 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss, changed the eye level there, went up top with it. Gabby swung through that one, down in the count now, no balls and 2 strikes.
So last night, Guerin was pitching that floater earlier with an 0-2. She was coming in hard on the inside. Not really sure where she's going to go with this pitch, but I guess not over the plate.
The 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss for the Panthers in that inning. No runs on 1 hit, 2 left on base. We're through 2.5. Scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at castrovillestatebank.com.
Nobody can design, create, or maintain your lawn better than 3D Landscaping and Irrigation. With over 17 years of experience, owner Ray Doyen and his crew take pride in their craftsmanship and service. They're fully insured, offer free estimates and multiple references, so you know you're getting the best. 3D does landscaping, lawn maintenance, irrigation, tree installation, lighting, and more. Whether it's residential or commercial, 3D Landscaping and Irrigation has you covered. Give 3D a call at 830-985-9115 or find us online at threedlandscaping.com.
Welcome back to Panther softball. We head to the bottom of the third. Porter, Beckerly, and then the top of the order for the Lions. Porter fouls that one back out of play. Porter listed as the designated player in Game 3. Saw an at-bat in Game 2. The 0-1 bounces in there, 1-1. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, she had a 9 or 10 pitch at bat, didn't she?
Yes, she did.
Really fouled off and worked the pitcher.
Earned a spot in the starting lineup in this pivotal Game 3. The 1-1 pitch, high, 2 balls and 1 strike. Porter gathers herself, now steps back in. The 2-1 pitch for Miller. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Got that pitch up out of the zone and Porter chased it. So Porter stands in, waits the 2-2 pitch for Miller.
Oh,
right on the outside part of the plate, right where Renslow was set up, but it was a little bit outside. Give the umpire credit there as Porter battles back for a full count here.
I disagree, Maury.
That ball is lifted in the infield. Renslow removes her mask, and it just falls out of her glove. It looked like she had it all the way. Just could not bring it in. So new life now for Taylor Porter. Porter getting some advice from Coach Driver at third base. Umpire marks a timeout on his card. Full count once again to Porter. Swing and a miss. Catcher completes the strikeout 2-3.
Those last two pitches were high, Maury. She realized she's going to chase them, so that's where she's going to put them. And
yeah, she definitely chased ball 4 right there. But when you change that eye level, that's what happens. Beckerly now steps to the plate. Beckerly in the top of the inning saved the Lions of an RBI, as Guerrero would have hit that one in the corner if Beckerly would have not flagged it down. Ball 1 now with 1 out. Caitlin Beckerly stands in, awaits the 1-0 pitch from Miller. And it's a strike called. 1 ball and 1 strike. And I got to agree with you now, David, because that was pretty much where he called the one a ball in the previous batter. But still got
stick with that
Porter down with the strikeout. The 1-1 pitch. Beckerly fouls it back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Miller ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Delivers the pitch to Beckerly.
Wow.
Just got a little bit of that one, as that was a change of speed.
Floater.
There, that would float it in, and Beckerly just did a good enough job to keep this at bat going.
As a hitter, you just can't lay off.
The 1-2 pitch. Strikeout, the same pitch. Went back to the well and got a cool drink of water off of that one. Second strikeout of the inning, 3rd of the ball game. We send it back to the top with Megan Lee. Lee flew out to Gonzalez to start the ball game, so she is 0 for 1. First pitch to the leadoff batters, a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch, fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. Lee steps back in, awaiting the 0-2 pitch from Miller. And it's ball 1 outside, 1 ball and no strikes. Gonzalez cheating a little bit over towards left field in her center field spot. Dominguez pretty much straight up and right. Sotelo guarding the line in left. The 1-2 pitch. Low, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. Bottom 3 scoreless. Full count as Megan Lee battles back from a 0-2 count now, gets it to full. Payoff pitch coming from Miller. Madeline Strader waits on deck. Should Lee extend the inning? Chopper to Burris. Burris over with a long throw across. Not in time. That's an infield single. That's just a great job of hitting by Lee as she got it by Guerrero. Burris did all she could to keep it in the infield, but the throw was late. That's an infield single. First hit of the ball game comes with 2 outs. It's going to bring up Madeline Strader. Madeline reached on an error.
Yeah, Maury, with her speed, anything that gets by the corners is going to be tough for the middle
Anything
infielders to make.
that has to be fielded on that second high hop is danger because she gets down the line quick. And that's your prototypical leadoff batter. That's what they're designed to do. So Strader reached on an error, but was left on base in inning number 1. But the first hit of the ball game for Leander comes with 2 outs in the third. Strader, the shortstop, hitting from the left side. Look out, and you've got to pay attention to Lee at first base. And she's on her way. Good job there by Strader, just distracting Renzo, the catcher, just laid that bat across. And I believe they're going to call that a bunt attempt a strike, but I'm not sure. Yes, strike is called. No balls in 1 strike.
Yeah, as a catcher, you've got to stay down. You really can't pop up. You got to wait for that ball to clear the batter.
So a stolen base has Lee in scoring position at second. The 0-1 pitch, and that's a bunt. Miller fields it. Quick throw over in time.
Play.
Good play by Trista Miller. 1-3. We're scoring at home for out number 3 for the Lions in the third. No runs on 1 hit. 1 left on base. We go to the 4th scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Headed out to the game? Then make a stop at your local Valley Mart convenience store. With 12 area locations, Valley Mart is always right around the corner. Fuel yourself and your vehicle with quality branded gas and diesel, snacks, and fountain drinks. Always convenient, well lit with clean restrooms. Valley Mart, family owned and operated since 1984, and a proud supporter of Medina Valley athletics and area youth sports for over 30 years.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Welcome back to Panther softball. We head to the top of the 4th scoreless. Panthers will send it to plate 3-4-5. Burris, Sotelo, and Renslow. Heart of the lineup. Second time through now for the Panthers. S.J. Guerin back in the circle for her 4th inning of work.
Base runners
are a premium.
Premium.
He waits the first pitch, and it's high. 1 ball and no strikes.
SJ saw her chase on the first at bat. Tried to get her to chase again early, get ahead of the count. Good job of Katie laying off that one.
Burris back in the batter's box, awaits the 1-0 pitch, and that's high. 2 balls and no strikes.
All right, now Katie can be picky here.
Yes.
Look for a spot. If it's there, drive it. If not, you only got 1 strike on you.
And the pitch. Check swing. Pitch was a strike, though. Would have been called either if she check swung or not. So 2 balls and 1 strike now is the count as Burris leads off for the Panthers here in the 4th. This is the exact situation she was in game 2 and hit one over the flagpole. Takes the 2-1 pitch in on the elbows for a strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. High, ball 3. Full count. Madison Sotelo waits on deck. Top of the 4th. Payoff pitch coming from Garin DeBurris. And the pitch. Fisted but foul down the first baseline. Fought off a tough pitch there.
You know, Garin was living on that outside edge for game 1. She's coming inside quite a bit. Game 3 really changing her locations this time around.
Payoff pitch once again. That ball is lifted out of play. 3-2 again. Two foul balls being brought back in. Garin toes back on the rubber. Burris back in the box. Awaiting the 3-2 pitch. And here it is. That ball is ripped into right field. A good play once again. Going to her knees to make the play is Beckerly. That is 2 plays out there in right field that she's robbed Panther batters of extra bases. What a fine play out there in right field.
You know, Maury, defensively, I mean, these pitchers are doing a great job, but defensively they're getting a lot of help with some great plays, both sides.
Absolutely. That was another great play there by Beckerly. Madison Sotelo now steps up to the plate. Sotelo, a strikeout victim in inning number 2. Ball 1, high, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is outside, 2-0. So Sotelo ahead in the count. 2-0 pitch, strike called. Two balls and 1 strike, 1 out. Scoreless top 4. The 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. Hayden Renslow waits on deck. I can get rid of this frog that just jumped in my throat.
Can you make it, Maury?
Oh, yeah.
It's a lot of softball.
Sotelo awaits the 2-2 pitch. Foul back. Count will stay at 2-2.
You know, Maury, I've always wanted to do the play-by-play.
There you go. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Sotelo waits on it, and a swing and a miss. That was one of those changeups.
Man, that ball was floating over there. That's a tough pitch.
It's 5 strikeouts. It's going to bring up number 12, the catcher, Hayden Renslow. Renslow grounded out back to the pitcher for the second out in inning 2. Garin delivers, and it's low and outside. 1 ball and no strikes. Renslow with the twirl of the bat now steps back in. The 1-0 pitch is on its way. Swing and a miss, evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch to Hayden. Way up out of the zone. 2-1. Two outs, top four. All zeros on the board. The 2-1 pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. 2-2. So Hayden steps back in, goes through her routine out of the box, now back in. Waits the 2-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Oh, actually, she tipped that one.
That a foul tip there, Mark.
And Nisus couldn't hold on to it behind the plate. So Renslow continues this at bat. And the pitch, foul back. Renslow battling tough in there for the Panthers. Had the hardest hit ball probably last night of any Panther batter except for the double that Guerrero hit off the base of the wall in right center. That ball is fisted to second, rough over, and makes the play to Tetrault at first. So a quick inning, 1-2-3 for Guerin. Panthers go down in order. We're through 3.5. Scoreless. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther Softball, sponsored by North Park Chevrolet. We head to the bottom of the fourth. Leander will center the plate, 3-4-5. Brandon, Nicest, and Ruff. Brandon was a strikeout victim in inning number 1, so she is 0 for 1. Brandon up in the box, lays down a bunt. Guerrero charges it. The throw to first is up the line, gets away from Bailey, and she stumbles and does not advance to second base as she tripped going around the bases, or she'd have been standing at second base. That's an E5. That's a throwing error on Guerrero as that led McKenzie
right into the runner.
Kennedy right into the runner up the line.
Yeah, McKenzie tried to get that long arm over there around her, but just could not glove that ball and stay on the bag, much less.
So a leadoff runner in the likes of Bailey Brandon at first base. Marlene Nisus up at the plate now. Nisus flied out to Dominguez in right field, her lone at bat. Squares around the bunt. Throw down.
We've got obstruction being called.
They're calling her safe. And are they saying that Gabby Cancino was in the base path before she caught the ball? Is that what that call is? Coach Wintello's not arguing it, so I guess that's the call.
Yep. Good throw by Hayden
it
there.
Was. And Nice has attempted to bunt at that, so I believe that's going to be a strike.
Looks like we're going to have the head umpire talking to the coach. Interesting now, Leander's trying to get crafty with their runners and moving people around, bunting, so
I'm not too sure of what's happening, as there's somebody in the dugout, I believe. I'm not sure. But nevertheless,
Water guns. Water guns.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Huh. That's a first.
So he called that, he motioned the ball, and I could have swore she bunted through that. Nice is at the plate, and that gets away. That's a wild pitch, and that moves the go-ahead run, Brandon, to third base. So I believe it's 2 balls and no strikes now. The go-ahead run is 60 feet away at third. Nicest ahead in the count. 2 balls and no strikes. Bunts through that. Burris doing a good job coming into cover second base with Guerrero charging. Renslow had an idea to throw, but wisely chose not to.
Safety squeeze there. Runner was seeing if the ball was going to get down, and if it was, she was charging, but seeing she didn't get it down, she broke back to third. Couldn't get Katie. Katie tried to sneak in behind her, but couldn't get there in time.
2-1 is the count now to Nisus. No outs, runner at third. Just bounces that one to Miller. Miller checks the runner over to first for the out. 1-3 if you're scoring at home. The runner stays at third. Can Trista pull another rabbit out of the hat here for the Panthers? Bailey Ruff at the plate. Ruff flew out to center field. That was when Gonzalez came in and robbed her of a base hit. A sliding catch. Brandon, the go-ahead runner at third, 1 out. Squares around and bunts. Miller with the play at first, no job done. And, in that situation, once Miller throws to first, Brandon needs to be breaking home, and she was going back to the base.
Yep.
Panthers are looking to get out of this with a runner at third with no outs. Now there's a runner at third with 2 outs.
Well, that's the whole point of bunting, right?
Absolutely.
If you're not going to be squeezing, if it's going to be a safety squeeze, then as soon as that pitcher goes to first, you got to be breaking.
So Tetrault stands in now. The first baseman takes the pitch for a strike. Miller with some new life out there inside the circle. Just blew that one by Tetrault. Tetrault is 0 for 1, grounded out to Gabby Cancino at second, her lone at bat. Takes that pitch low, 1-1. Big part of this ball game right now, David.
Yeah. Yeah, this is the first runner to be on third all game long and with no outs.
The 1-1 pitch, check swing. Did she go? No, palms down.
Wow.
So it's 2 balls and 1 strike now with 2 outs.
This must be the Austin chapter that came down.
The 2-1 pitch. 3 balls and 1 strike. Charisma Edmondson waits on deck. Should Tetrault extend this inning number 4? Miller with the staring. Gets the signal from Renslow. The 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Got her to chase one in tight. Full count now. Payoff pitch coming to Tetrault.
Miller's just soaking it in and just dealing it out. Great job by her.
And the payoff pitch is outside, ball 4. Right on the corner. Did not get the call. First walk issued That's going to bring up the third baseman, Charisma Edmondson. Charisma grounded back to the pitcher, her lone at bat. Runners at the corners now with 2 outs. Scoreless game here in the bottom of the 4th. Leander had a runner at third with no outs. Now the runner's still there with 2. First pitch is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. That ball is lifted in the left field. Sotelo going back. That ball is out of here. Wow, that has turned the game around. That is a 3-run shot by Edmondson. And Dave, that looked like a good pitch on the outside part of the plate, and Edmondson turned on it and just got enough as it carried over the fence. That is a big shot with 2 outs. It looked like the Panthers were going to get away with a runner at third with nobody out. But the big hit of the night so far comes off the bat of Charisma Edmondson. 3-1 is your score now. Wow, that was about a foot over the base. Regardless, it was going to score 1 for sure.
Yes.
Because it was,
two outs.
But it was 2 outs.
Yep.
But it was going to score 1 because it was going to be off the top of the fence. The teller could not get back there in time as the ball was hit that hard. But it carried enough just to go out of the park. A great 2-out shot by Charisma Edmondson, and the first lead of today for the Lions. A 3-run home run. That plated Bailey Brandon and Lauren Tetrol. So how big was that 2-out walk to Tetrol on that pitch that was borderline a ball or a strike? The 0-1 pitch now as Porter stands in for the Lions.
Well, you had the check swing too, Maury, in that at bat.
Yes, you did.
But it's in the past. Now the Panthers got a hole. They dug in. They got to dig out of it now.
That ball is lifted. Cancino going back, called off by Dominguez in right field and makes the play. But for out number 3, but for the Lions in that inning, 3 runs on 1 hit, nobody left on base. We're through 4, Leander 3, Medina Valley 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Qualifications, rules, and limitations apply. Rates, rewards, and restrictions may vary by account. Contact institution for details.
Tickets, popcorn, and sodas. That'll be $35. Cash or debit?
Debit! I mean, I'd like to use my debit card, please. Can I do it?
Okay.
All right! Swiping now!
What if paying with your debit card was always this exciting? Kasasa Cashback is a free checking account that pays you for everyday debit card purchases every month you qualify. Plus, with ATM withdrawal fee refunds nationwide, that's a lot of extra cash to spend on whatever you like.
Ask for free Kasasa checking at Community National Bank. Member FDIC.
But all these incentives. Welcome back to Panther softball. We go to the 5th. Lions have jumped on top 3-0. Panthers will send to the plate 6, 7, and 8. Miller, Dominguez, and Kennedy. Trista is 0 for 1. She flew out to Bailey Brandon in center field, her lone at bat in game 3. First pitch is ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Guerin delivers. That ball is fouled back into the screen. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Guerin. Miller bunts it down the line. It's going to be foul. Tetral thought about getting that, but the spin took it out of play. And I believe if she'd have fielded it, I think Miller was done by her. She'd had to make the throw as Ruff was covering, but it would have been a difficult throw as she would have had to throw it around Miller, who was running to first. But that puts now Trista down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitches line drive right up the middle. That's the way you mount a comeback. Miller with a leadoff single. Panthers are not going away quietly.
No, I think Trista wants to play a little more softball her senior year. Great job of hitting, great 2 strikes, hitting that ball right back up the middle, and we need base runners.
You think you're going to have Jasmine in there running again for Miller, courtesy runner. And it's going to be number 23, Jasmine Salazar. Courtesy running there at first. Aubrey Dominguez now steps in. Dominguez grounded out to Ruff at second base for her lone at bat. That came in the 3rd inning. Edmondson in close at 3rd. Another hard hit ball by the Panthers. First pitch to Dominguez, fouled back. 0-1. Panthers not looking at that first strike.
No, I like
this evening. They're swinging. They're aggressive.
I like the aggression.
Guerin gathers herself back in the circle. Aubrey Dominguez waits on the 0-1 pitch. Salazar, the runner at first. Bunts it. One play, and that's Guerin over to Ruff, who's covering. Sacrifice. Advances Salazar to second base. That's going to be scored 1-4 for the putout.
Good job by Aubrey doing her job, moving that runner, putting her in scoring position. Now we got 2 shots to get her in.
Mackenzie Kennedy steps to the plate. Mackenzie is perfect this evening. Walked both times she's been at the plate. First pitch is a ball low, 1 ball and no strikes. Both the catcher and the pitcher check the wristbands. The 1-0 pitch. Mackenzie swings through it. Evens the count at 1-1.
I like the cut, Maury.
That was a good swing.
That was a good swing.
She had one thing in mind there, and that was to drive something.
That also tells me she's confident.
Now digs back in, awaits the 1-1 pitch. Guerin delivers. Strike call right over the outside part of the plate. Kennedy now down in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Looks like we have a pinch hitter waiting on deck for the Panthers. The 1-2 pitch to Kennedy, swing and a miss. That's a strikeout for out number 2. 7 strikeouts now in the game. We will have coming up to the plate.
That's number 8, Maury Morgan Gibson.
Morgan Gibson will see her first at bat of this series. She steps in with the runner at second base. Is Morgan the only left-handed batter that the Panthers have in the entire lineup?
The one and only, Maury.
Is it real? I was going to say, I have not seen another left-handed batter for the Panthers. So let's see how Guerin does with a lefty there in the box with the runner at second. Gibson takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls in 1 strike. 2 outs. The new score is 3-0 as Charisma Edmondson put the Lions ahead with a 3-run shot in the bottom of the 4th, and now we're in the top of the 5th. Gibson awaits the 0-1 pitch from Guerin. Swing and a miss. No balls and 2 strikes. Morgan kind of leaning away from that pitch. You kind of have to stay on top of it because that pitch was, with that lefty, that pitch is working away from the left-handed batter.
And no doubt they saw that, so I'm assuming this one's going to be out on the outside corner.
The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts after the leadoff single, a sacrifice, and then back-to-back strikeouts in the inning for the Panthers. No runs on 1 hit, 1 left on base. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leander 3, Medina Valley 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Welcome back to Panther softball. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Leander will send to the plate Beckerly, Lee, and Strader. 9, 1, and 2. Beckerly is a strikeout victim, her only at bat, but she has saved the Lions with her play in right field. 2 tremendous plays. Saved an RBI and 2 extra bases. Swing and a miss as Miller back in there in the circle for the Panthers. You don't only win with the bat, you win with the glove also, and that's what Beckerly is out there doing. The 0-1 pitch, bluffs the bunt, takes the 0-1 pitch for a strike, down in the count now, no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Mark, she definitely saved a run, and then a heck of a play on Katie's hit out there. She's doing her job with the glove.
Absolutely. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for out number 1. We send it back to the top of the order in Megan Lee. Lee flew out to Gonzalez and then got a hit in the 3rd but was stranded at first base. No, actually she was stranded at 2nd. She stole second base. That was that interference call.
Yeah.
So left fielder Lee stands up at the plate. Lifts that one into left center, gives chase, and that gets all the way by to the wall. Sotelo gathers it, throws, wow, they throw it behind the runner.
Wow.
And Lee thought about going to third base, but the cardinal rule is you don't make the second out of the inning at third base or at home base.
Well, I think she was just as surprised as we are. I think she rounded second expecting that ball to be
in front of her. So a 1-out double brings up the shortstop, Madeline Strader. Strader reached on an error and then grounded it back to the pitcher. Takes the first pitch low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. It's only the 3rd hit of the ball game, but the big blow came in the last inning on a 3-run shot by Edmondson. Strader slaps that one down the third baseline into the net, foul. Evens the count at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled back. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Excellent job. She's really been giving them fits with that change-up high. And she just floats it in there. It's hard to lay off.
Strader steps back in. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball by Cancino. Dominguez up with it. The throw to the plate. Perfect throw in time. What a throw by Dominguez. Great job by Renslow. Getting the ball, did not block the play till the ball got there. And Dominguez with a perfect strike home just saved Medina Valley a run. What a throw. We have seen some tremendous plays out here by both teams. That was another one there by Aubrey Dominguez.
Outfielders on both sides are really stepping up and helping their pitchers out. Great job by Aubrey. She threw that ball on a dime.
And Lee has some speed.
Yes, she does.
So that's going to go 9-2 for out number 2. Strader at first with a single. Now batting will be Bailey Brandon. Brandon reached on an error in the 4th inning and came around and scored on the home run, and that ball gets by Renslow. And Madeline Strader will be standing at second. So a perfect throw in right field by Dominguez has kept this game to a 3-run lead still. Miller needs to get out of this with no damage done. 2-0 pitch. That ball is lifted foul. Out of play down the third base line. Brandon waits the 2-1 pitch. That was in high. 3 balls and 1 strike. You have first base open. So it's not disaster if you walk her. Then you got to force it any base. The catcher, Nisus, waits on deck. The 3-1 pitch is high, ball 4.
Yeah, Tristan knows that. She's savvy enough to know she's not going to give Bailey anything to turn around and rope. So
it's only the second walk issued by Miller. Marley Nisus, the catcher, stands up at the plate. Nisus flew out to Dominguez and grounded back to the pitcher. And that came when they had the runners at third base. And both runners bunted it right back to the pitcher. Nisus, the first pitch is a strike called. No balls and 1 strike. Strader at second. Brandon at first. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. Medina Valley on the short end of a 3-0 score. The 0-1 pitch, and that's lifted into the infield. Burris calls it right behind second base and makes the catch right on the base for the out. For the Panthers, for the Lions, no runs on 2 hits. 2 left on base. We head to the 6th. Leander 3, Medina Valley 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Welcome back to Panther softball. We head to the 6th. Panthers need the bats to come alive as they trail by 3. Panthers will send to the plate 1, 2, 3. Perfect time to get back into this ball game. Guerrero, Cancino, and Burris. Madison Guerrero is 1 for 2. A single and a ground out. Takes the first pitch high. 1 ball and no strikes. Guerrero awaiting the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to the first baseman. First baseman Tetrol takes it unassisted. Tags out Guerrero running to first. Little bit of collision there. The umpire kind of getting on Guerrero, but Guerrero said, "Hey, I'm in the running lane. What do you want me to do?"
Well, there's.
You saw a little bit too, but I mean, come on.
This isn't drama.
This ain't theatrics. But nevertheless, Tetrol takes it 3 unassisted for out number 1. I can see the intensity on both sides.
Sure. It's playoff softball.
Yep.
Round 3.
Gabby Cancino at the plate. Gabby has struck out both times versus Guerin here. Fouls that first pitch off into the brush here behind the first baseline. The 0-1 pitch. Change up, strike call. No balls and 2 strikes. That even got Coach Driver jumping around there out of the dugout, that pitch. The 0-2 pitch is high, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Tried to change the eye level there. Cancino would not offer on that pitch out of the zone. Guerin still ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Panthers with 5 outs left here in the season. The 1-2 pitch, that's outside, 2-2.
Boy, she's really trying to get that corner. Close pitch. Gab still got some life, though.
Yep, a few gasps from the Leander side as they thought that was close enough to be called a strike. But it's been called both ways. The 2-2 pitch, fouled back. Burris waits on deck. You'd like to see Katie come up to the plate with a runner on base. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 6th. The 2-2 pitch, ball 3, full count.
Good job by Gabs working that count deep, and let's hope she can either draw a walk or get her on base.
Take a base runner any way you can get it. The payoff pitch. That ball is lifted, will be out of play. Foul ball out of behind the bleachers. Count stays at full. .30 is your score. Panthers facing an uphill challenge here, batting in the 6th. Gabby waits on the payoff pitch. Fouled it off once again.
Good job by Gabs, continuing to fight off those pitches, see if she can turn on one. And I'd like to see a gapper here, Maury. Let her stretch out and get a double or triple.
That would be just what we need here. Payoff pitch again. Ball 4. And a home plate umpire is hearing it from the Leander crowd. Coach Driver stands up and puts her hand on her cap saying, "I cannot believe that." But a 1-out walk. Katie Burris steps to the plate for the Panthers. Katie struck out and was robbed of extra bases by Beckerly in right field, her last at bat. Burris awaits the pitch. Ground ball to Edmondson at third, but foul.
Katie's got to figure out a way to go to right field if she's going to hit that outside pitch. She's just rolling over and
no balls in 1 strike. Burris digs in. That one foul, a good swing Just got a little under it.
She's in a hole now more. Let's see if she can fight her way out, just like Gabs did. Gabs fought her way out of the hole and ended up drawing a walk. Let's see if Katie can get a hold of one here.
Bursts the 0-2 pitch, and that's outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Cancino is your runner at first with 1 out. Panthers need to force a few runs across here and climb into this ball game. They trail by 3. The 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, a high pitch, chased out of the zone. That's a strikeout for out number 2. That's 9 strikeouts. Panthers will have a pinch hitter for Madison Sotelo. Looks like that'll be number 21, Lauren Hendrickson, will step to the plate for the Panthers. So runner still at first with 2 outs. Hendrickson will stand in. Trying to plate the first run of game 3 here for Medina Valley. Hayden Rensler waits on deck. She would sure like to bat here in this inning.
Yeah. That'd be bases there. Well,
that would be the tie-in run at home plate. First pitch to Hendrickson. Strike called, no balls and 1 strike. I believe this is the first at-bat of the series for Hendrickson, if I'm not mistaken. No easy task with Guerin inside the circle.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, no balls and 2 strikes.
Welcome to playoff softball.
No balls and 2 strikes. Hendrickson needs to put the ball in play here. Make the Lions have to make a play on defense. The 0-2 pitch is high. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Lauren steps back in, chokes up the bat a little bit, waits the 1-2 pitch. That's outside, 2-2. So once again, after falling behind 0-2, Hendrickson has battled to even the count at 2-2. Guerin delivers the pitch. That ball is grounded but fouled down the first base line. Right off the handle of the bat there, right above the hands. Kind of sawed Hendrickson off on that one. Did a good job, though, just to keep this at bat going here in the 6th.
Keep yourself alive, kid.
Really choking up now. Anything on the outside part of the plate will be hard to reach. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. So back-to-back strikeouts after the 1-out walk. That has done it for the Panthers in the 6th. No runs, no hits. 1 more left on base. We're through 5.5. Leander 3, Medina Valley 0. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Bush's Chicken, one of the oldest locations in Castroville, is proud to serve the Medina Valley area. Bush's Chicken has one goal: be the best. Bush's Chicken knows its success comes from loyal customers in the communities they serve. Stop by Bush's Chicken on Tuesday and get the Tender Tuesday deal, or try their buffalo fries and ask about their Panther special. It's always a hit. Bush's Chicken, 935 Highway 90 East in Castroville. Call them at 830-538-2800.
The pace of business is faster than ever. That's why when you need a business loan, you want a bank that can act fast. Not only do you get great rates and fast answers, you get the financial advice you need to keep your business growing. It's a better way to borrow. Stop by and let's talk. Come home to Castroville State Bank. Member FDIC. Visit us online at CastrovilleStateBank.com.
Welcome back to Panther softball as we head to the bottom of the 6th. Leander will send to the plate 5, 6, 7. Ruff, Tetrault, and Edmondson. Bella Ruff is 0 for 2. A fly out to center field and then a bunt back to the pitcher. So she is 0 for 2. Trista back out there once again for the Panthers. She has been a workhorse in this series. She's been a workhorse all year.
Yeah.
She's determined she's going to finish this.
Tell you what, Morris, she's still doing everything just like she was fresh, getting ahead of hitters. I mean, she's pitched a heck of a game.
Absolutely.
That home run was really on an outside pitch that, for the most part, seemed like a good pitch.
It did, but Charisma Edmondson just got enough and turned on it and deposited it over the left field fence.
Yep.
For the difference in this ball game, 3-0. So Ruff down in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch is outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch, that's low. 2-2, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two pitch. Ground ball right back up the middle for a leadoff single for Ruff. Fifth hit of the ball game for Leander. That's going to bring up the first baseman, Lauren Tetrault. Tetrault grounded out and then walked on that controversial third strike that wasn't called, and then that was followed up by Edmondson's 3-run shot. That was with 2 outs in the 4th. Takes the first pitch for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 pitch, and that's lifted in the center field. Gonzalez going back. Will the ballpark hold it? No, it won't. That's right over the Texas Commercial Bank sign, and Tetrault has just deposited one, and that is dead center. And the Lions have extended the lead now to 5-0. 2 home runs in the ball game for Leander. A 3-run shot by Edmondson and a 2-run shot by Tetrault. 5-0 now is your new score. Coach Quintello out there joining the team in the circle.
Okay, we got some interesting Leander fans. Oh, well.
They're just enjoying it,
yes,
but maybe over-enjoying it a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, the game is played out in the field, not in the stands.
Yeah. Yeah.
But nevertheless, Leander has answered back here in the deciding game with a 5-0 lead. Charisma Edmondson steps up at the plate. Edmondson is 1 for 2. A ground out back to the pitcher, and then a 2-out, 3-run home run in the 4th. Leander with 2 more here in the 6th off of a 2-run shot by Lauren Tetrault. First pitch to Edmondson is high. Ball 1 ball and no strikes. Come on, Trista, just work through this, young lady.
You know she's on fumes, Maury, but dig in deep, kid.
The 1-0 pitch, swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. And Trist will be the first one to tell you she's not making any excuses.
No. No, but she.
The 1-1 pitch is high, 2-1.
If given 110% is legit, that's what she's doing, Maury. She's giving us everything she's got and then some. And hats off to her. Hats off to, Leander taking advantage of the situation, getting a couple of big bombs, put some runs on the board.
So the 2-1 pitch to Edmondson. That ball is lifted out of play, 2-2. Kennedy giving some encouragement to Miller inside the circle from first base. The 2-2 pitch, that bounces in there, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Edmondson waits for the payoff pitch. That's high, ball 4. Only the 3rd walk issued by Miller. That's going to bring up, it's going to be a pinch hitter. Taylor Porter would bat in this spot. But we're going to have a pinch hitter. Looks like number 14.
Pinch hitting for Leander is going to be number 14, Paige McCall.
That's Paige McCall. McCall started game 1 in right field for the Lions. It's been all Beckerly in right field in games 2 and 3. McCall takes the first pitch low, ball 1 ball and no strikes. McCall in game 1, if you can remember, Dave, was one of the 3 left-handers in the order, first, second, and third, as they started the game with 3 lefties.
Yeah, and she had a couple of solid defensive plays out there.
Yeah, she did.
Kind of speaks to the depth that Leander brings.
Yeah, because Beckerly has shined this evening.
Yeah.
The 2-0 pitch. Or actually, it's 3 balls and no strikes now. The 3-0 pitch. Strike called, 3-1. Trista back in, the 3-1 pitch. Grounded to third. Guerrero long throw over to first for the out. Edmondson moves up 60 feet to second base. 5-3 for the out. That's the first out of the inning. Bring it back to the number 9 hitter, Caitlin Beckerly.
That's what Trista's got to do. These next 2 batters, she's got to rely on her defense. And
Bunker now will be the pinch hitter. She was a designated player in game 2. So now Bunker at the plate, batting in the spot of Caitlin Beckerly. Beckerly was a strikeout victim both times at the plate, but it was her play in the outfield that prevented the Panthers from getting on the scoreboard first. Bunker takes the 1-0 pitch outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Top of the order, Megan Lee waits on deck. As Leander has added 2 more to their lead here in the 6th. That ball is fouled back.
Nice pitch on the inside. Right on her hands, Maury.
2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss.
Wow.
Nasty changeup there.
Changeup is still working.
Count now even to Bunker at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Another changeup.
Why not? Excellent job. Nice.
Swings right through that.
Floating changeups, and you just cannot lay off them.
Move it back to the top of the order. Megan Lee. The fly out, a single and a double, and was thrown out at the plate by Dominguez in right field. Takes the first pitch for a strike. No balls and one strike. At that time, it kept the lead still at 3.
Yeah.
The 0-1 pitch is ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Edmondson is your runner at second with 2 outs. The count is 1-1 on Megan Lee. Strike called, 1 ball and 2 strikes.
That ball had some movement on it more. I don't know if that was a screwball, but that thing broke right over the plate.
The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to Cancino. Cancino over to first for the out. 4-3 for the final out in the 6th. But a little damage is done. 2 runs on 2 hits. The big 2-run home run by Tetrault. And the Leander Lions have a 5-run lead. Panthers will bat in the top of the 7th. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Medina Electric Cooperative was built by this community more than 80 years ago to deliver safe, reliable, and affordable energy. We are proud to serve this community beyond the power lines. You can find us supporting your kids' Little League, sponsoring school events, hosting safety presentations, and more. We're honored to belong to this community. Keep up with Medina Electric from the power lines to the sidelines on social media or at medinaec.org.
Welcome back to Panther softball. We head to the 7th. Panthers have a lot of work to do trying to get to Guerin, who has pitched 13 scoreless innings so far against the Panthers, looking to finish it off with her 14th. Panthers will send to the plate Renslow, Miller, and Dominguez, 5, 6, and 7. Panthers down to their last 3 outs here of the season. First pitch to Renslow is a ground ball, but it went off her foot. So a dead ball. No balls and 1 strike. So Renslow back in. The 0-1 pitch is high, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Hayden's done an excellent job behind the plate all year long. Really solidified that catching duties for the Panthers this year, and looking forward to seeing her play next year as well.
The 1-1 pitch is low, 2 balls and 1 strike. You know, Guerin has held the Panthers scoreless, but she doesn't look as sharp as she did in Game 1.
No, well,
I mean,
yeah, Game 1, it was a clinic.
2 balls and 2 strikes. Nevertheless, she's held the Panthers without a run through 13 innings.
She's definitely.
But the Panthers have hit the ball hard off of her, in this game, but just have nothing to show for it. Some outstanding plays on defense by the Lions. Renslow waits on the 2-2 pitch. That ball is lifted into left center. Center fielder concedes it to the right fielder, Megan Lee, who makes the catch on the run. So F7 for out number 1. That's only the 3rd fly out of the game for Guerin. Trista Miller now steps to the plate. Trista is 1 for 2, a fly out and a single. She has one of the 2 Panther hits in this ball game. Takes the first pitch outside for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. The 1-0 pitch, and that ball is lifted into left. That's going to be, oh, what a play on the run by Megan Lee. Miller gave that a ride, but Lee on her horse out there. Another play by the outfield of Leander, and that was another rob of a extra base hit right there as Miller hit that ball hard, but Megan Lee saw it all the way and tracked it down on the run for out number 2.
You know, Maury, there's a reason why they were 35-0 coming into today, and it's because of pitching, but it's also because they got a good defense behind them too.
So the Panthers now down to their last out. Aubrey Dominguez steps to the plate. Aubrey is 0 for 1, ground out, and then laid down a beautiful sacrifice bunt. But now bats here as the Panthers are down to their last 3 strikes, their last out. Dominguez awaits the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball foul. Outside of third. Evens the count at 1-1. Dominguez gathers herself, now steps back in the box. Awaits the 1-1 pitch from Guerin. Swing and a miss. Down in the count now 1-2. The Leander fans are feeling it right now as the Panthers are down to their last strike. Dominguez the 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th. Panthers in a 5-0 hole here. Down to their last strike. The 2-2 pitch. She swings and that ball
right off her inside
hit her.
Foot. Yeah.
So she fouled it right off the instep, and that has got to sting a little bit.
Looks like she's going to be able to walk that off. She'll probably feel that one tomorrow.
Some good sportsmanship by Leander as the catcher went out there and stalled a little bit. Let Dominguez time to gather herself. Still trying to get a little feeling in that lead foot. But Aubrey steps back in there. Awaits the 2-2 pitch again. It's on its way. Check swing foul. Count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Outside ball 3. Leander fans wanted that call, but did not get it. So it's a full count now to Dominguez. Guerin gathers herself. Dominguez awaits the payoff pitch. Ball 4. Panthers not going away just yet.
Hey, we came all this way. Let's make the most of it.
Absolutely. Mackenzie Kennedy steps in for the Panthers. Kennedy walked and struck out, so she is 0 for 1. One of the freshmen you've seen grow up here during the year for the Panthers.
She can channel her inner Kerrville.
Kennedy with a swing and a foul back into the screen. No balls and 1 strike.
I definitely knew where she was aiming with that swing.
Was looking at the scoreboard. Guerin, the 0-1 pitch. Outside, and he's been consistent. He hasn't given that pitch.
Yeah.
Leander fans want it called, but he hasn't called it all night. And why start now?
Big difference from game one where that call was being called. But new ump, new game, new strike zone.
So 1-1 now is the count to McKenzie. Swing and a miss. Backdoor throw. Dominguez back in, sliding head first. Tag was late. Mackenzie Kennedy now down in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Once again, the Panthers are down to their last strike.
Looks like McKenzie may have got something in her eye.
She stepped in there and then backed out.
Yeah. She's got it clear now.
Stands back in. The 1-2 pitch from Guerin. Swing and a miss. That will do it for the Panthers. No runs, no hits, 1 left on base. And you've got to be happy at the way the Panthers have performed. Made it to the 3rd round. Took the number 1 team in the state to a 3-game series. And David, can't say enough about the young lady Trista Miller inside the circle for the Panthers.
No.
3 games in a row. That's asking a lot, but she wouldn't have had it no other way.
No, and there was no way that she was going to allow anybody else to get inside that circle but her. Great job by Trista. Great job by the Panthers.
Absolutely.
For taking on this number 1 team in the state and taking them on fighting. And that says a lot about this team, the character on the team, and it's a lot that Coach B can build on in the future.
Absolutely. With that said, we're going to take a commercial break. Be back for the last words and the parting end of a season. Panther softball will continue in just a moment.
Peerless Equipment, your South Texas irrigation experts. Peerless Equipment specializes in sales and service of irrigation equipment to the agricultural and wildlife industries. This includes hose reels, big guns, pivot systems, underground pipelines, turbine well pumps, booster pumps, motors, valves, and an inventory of much more. Stop by one of their locations in Hondo and Pearsall or give them a call at 210-434-7867. Peerless Equipment, bringing water to you.
Are you ready for a vacation? Tanya with Travel by Design can help you with all your vacation destination needs. At no cost to you, she can plan all of the details tailored to your unique wants and needs. So all you have to do is enjoy your vacation. Tanya is a certified expert with Disney, Universal Orlando, and California, Sandals, and all cruise lines. Give Tanya a call at 830-931-4834 or visit her Facebook page, Tanya with Travel by Design, for all the latest specials and must-do vacations.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.
Welcome back to Panther softball as Leander has taken Game 3 by a score of 5-0. But the Panthers went down swinging, David, as we thought they were. They sent this game to a deciding Game 3 with a 2-0 or a 1-0 victory off the bat of Katie Burris to send it into Game 3. But just too much of the Leander Lions in Game 2 today. And they came out with the 2-1 series win, and we'll move on. But a great season for the Panthers. They gave it their all. David, I want you to recognize the seniors that are on the team.
Yeah, so first of all, Katie Burris, what can I say? I mean, she's been here. She's been playing varsity since she was a sophomore. Last year kind of got robbed of a full season, but that sophomore year they went 3 rounds deep, and the senior year they went 3 rounds deep. So
she's not finished yet,
and she's not. She'll be continuing to play at Angelo State, and we're gonna enjoy watching her there. Trista Miller, man,
you can't say enough.
No, you can't. She took she put this team on her back all season long. Not only her pitching, Maury, but her batting. She came up to the plate. I don't know how much she'll get the bat at East Texas Baptist, but what they're getting in Trista is a warrior and someone who's going to give you everything. Today was a perfect example of toeing the rubber after pitching. I mean, in 2 days she's pitched 21 innings.
Yep.
and really given up 7 runs. So hats off to Trista Miller. Jasmine Salazar. Great season here this year. Really one of our better role players.
I was going to say, she was designed a role, and she performed it
She did.
as well as anybody can.
She did. She did a great job on the bases, great job of bunting, and they will be missed sorely, but Coach B's got something going here. I saw a lot of young freshmen come into this program this year and be put in positions that maybe the experience-wise they weren't quite ready for, but they got put. They accepted the role and they fought hard, and we saw a lot of growing this season.
We watched them grow up right in front of us. So with that said, a great season for the Panthers. I want to wish Leander Lions good luck the rest of the way. Represent this region well, and hopefully there'll be a state championship berth for them young ladies, because they do have a tremendous team, a good group. They travel well. They had a great group of fans, but still none as good as Medina Valley's. But with that said, I want to thank all of our sponsors, because without them, this broadcast is not possible. Congratulations to the Panthers. Got eliminated by the number 1 team in the state, and that's nothing to be shabby about. So for David Burris, who was doing the 1s and 2s, I'm Maury Stites saying good night and God bless.
Does your Chevrolet dealership provide a level of service recognized by the GM Mark of Excellence? Or provide no-hassle posted pricing on every new and used vehicle? North Park Chevrolet does. And that's why they're the Chevrolet Dealer of the Year for 2020 in the Chevrolet South Central region. One of only 2% in the nation to receive this award. North Park Chevrolet, San Antonio's highest-rated Chevrolet dealer. 10 minutes outside Loop 410 in Castroville.